Hi, my name is Matthew Schumar, and I'm with the Association of Field Ornithologists, and I'm helping to organize this year's virtual Northeast Natural History Conference. To make this conference as accessible as possible, we're requesting that those giving oral presentations include closed captions with their recordings that they'll be uploading into our event pilot conference software system. If you've used the caption system before, either through PowerPoint or Google Slides or through Zoom, you've probably noticed that there are a lot of errors associated with those voice-to-text transcriptions. This is especially evidenced with scientific name, other technical terms and jargon. And there's going to be a lot of that in this natural history conference. So we want to help you make those captions as accurate as possible so that we can make these video recordings really great. So the method that I'm going to be explaining over the next few minutes uses Zoom to create the captions file. And then we're going to be editing that in a text editor and then using a software tool to convert and embed that caption file into the video that you'll be uploading. So when you start your Zoom recording, you're going to want to use the record to cloud function, not the record to the local computer. When you record to the local machine, it creates a different type of caption file and one that doesn't work as easily with the software that we're going to be doing. So use the record to cloud feature. Second, you're going to need to turn on the live transcript function. This is only available for the paid Zoom accounts and it won't show in the free Zoom options. So right next to the record button, you may see a live transcript button. Click that and then click on Enable Auto Transcription. So that is going to use a voice-to-text feature to translate the spoken dialogue into captions for our videos. So when you're done recording, Zoom is going to generate a captions file with a VTT file extension, and we're going to use that to edit in our software. So I'm going to stop this recording, and I'll be back in a moment so that Zoom can generate the files that we're going to work with. Okay, and we're back. So when Zoom is done with the conversion, you should get an email notifying you that the files are ready to download or view. So you can click that link or log into your Zoom account online, go to the recording. Okay, you should see a number of files associated with that recording. So shared screen with speaker view, this is the video file, audio only, an audio transcript, and closed caption. We want this video file as well as the closed caption text file. So the video file will be an MP4, and the closed caption file will be a text file with a VTT extension. So if you open that file in any text editor, you'll notice right away that there are probably a number of errors in that. And this is an opportunity for you to fix those typos or errors so that the caption file that you finally upload, your video, will have accurate transcriptions. So I'm just going to make a couple of quick fixes here just to show you that this works. Okay, and we'll save that and close it. Okay, and we'll be using a small piece of software called Mobile Media Converter to actually embed or burn in those captions into our video file. So you can obtain the software from videohelp.com. So this is a trusted website for audio and video editing software. So if you click on the software and go down to video encoders and converters, and scroll down to Mobile Media Converter. And we'll also provide this link on the Northeast Natural History Conference website and in the information of this video file. So this software, although it's no longer being developed, is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And if you don't have administrative privileges on your Windows computer, there's also a portable version that will allow you to run it. So go ahead and install that on your system or use the portable version. And this is what it will look like. So you can either add a file here or drag and drop your video file into the area here. So what we want to do is change the conversion from the default to an MP4 video with subs. And if we click on the file, you also have the option, if you click this arrow on the side, to change the settings for that MP4 file. The default settings are probably fine for our purposes. You can move that up to high, or click on the advanced button to manually enter the audio bitrate or video bitrate. The default options are fine for the type of presentation that we're using today. So before we hit the convert button, we want to associate the captions file with this video. So click on the video from the list, click the actions button and select subtitles. And then we want to select our subtitles file. So by default, it is looking for an SRT type subtitle file. So it's either going to be a text file with the extension SRT or TXT. So you need to change this to all files to be able to grab that VTT text file. The default settings are probably fine. The position is good. So position is a scale, a horizontal scale from the top of your screen to the bottom, with going from 0 to 100. So at 95, it's putting those captions at the bottom of our screen. That's usually ideal. For size, you may have to change this. I think I bumped it down to a 3 in my tests before, but you'll have to experiment with that to find a size that you think works really well with your presentation. So click OK, and then all you have to do is click Convert. So this will take a few minutes depending on the power of your computer and the length of the presentation. So just give that a few minutes to execute, and then we'll have a quick look at the results. Okay, it's all done. So let's have a look at the results. So if we open up that file and move forward to where we have some text. Okay. So there you can see, depending on how long you're talking, it may put longer sentences on there. So keep that in mind as you're leaving space for your captions, or you're changing the size in there. The other thing is that by default, it uses this serif font, which you may or may not like. You can't change that within the controls of the application, but there is a trick if you do want to select a different font file. So in the installation directory, so here it's under this Mixoft in your program files, mobile media converter, and then the MPlayer folder. There is a sub font, true type font file that it uses for the default. So we can actually just temporarily back this up and paste our own true type font in there. So if we go to our control panel, if you're on Windows, go to your fonts folder. I'm just going to use an Open Sans font and Open Sans regular. So we copy that. We could paste that into that directory and just call it the same name. So now when the program, the conversion program references this file, it will reference whatever font you select. And that's all there is to it. And this file that was converted is the one that you're going to upload into the Event Pilot software.